Hello, this is Simple Gabi. I'm going to present the first concepts of database programming, starting with the create command or the close. So I'm going to pass through the database management languages, the likes of the database definition language, manipulation, and I also tap on the on the database query language. So I'm going to start by creating a database. So this will be create database using a query. So using a create close or command. So create database. I'm going to name this database company. Yeah, the query is okay and no one is affected. So I'm going to use it using the use keyword. So use company. Now our database company is in use. So after here, I'm going to create some tables. So I'm going to create the first table, and the first table is going to be called employee table. So this table should take some objects, and the first object is going to be the employee ID. This is going to be of the integer type, and it is going to be the primary key of this table, and it is going to be auto increment, meaning it is going to be auto generated. Now we know each employee has the first name, which is going to be of the val count type. Passing the size is going to be 100, and this is not supposed to be null. Come to the last name. It is also going to be of the val type, taking 100 as the size. Then this is going to be null. So each employee should have an email. It is going to be of a val type. Let me just decrease or reduce. So this is going to be of 50 size, and it is also supposed not to be null. Yeah, that is our table. I press enter. So yes, the code is okay, and the row 0 affected. Now I'm going to try to describe this table. Using that keyword, or we can write it in full. That is a shortcut. So describe which table? The table called employee. Yeah, so that is our table with the columns, yeah, inside the table. So now I'm going to create another table. So this table is going to be called branch. So create table branch. So this table is going to take some objects. So it is going to take the branch ID. Which is going to be of an integer type. This is going to be the primary key in this table, and it is going to be auto increment. So I'm going to create a foreign key that will be, I'm going to create a foreign key within this table. It is going to connect the branch to the employees. So this is going to be, I'm going to name it employee ID. This is going to be employee ID. So this employee ID, it is going to be of the integer type. And it is going to be of the integer type. So within this table, it's going to be the foreign key. This work. It is going to be the foreign key with the references, referencing the what? The employee, referencing the employee table, where is they are going to be connecting with this ID. Yep, so you're going to have the branch name. Let me just name the branch name. So it is going to be of the vocal type, and it is going to take something like, the size is going to be 15. Let me just tap enter. Yeah, we have an error, somewhere, we have an error. So we have an error in our code. So the right syntax in here, the foreign key reference. So let me try to correct this error to debug. Yeah, we have our table called branch. Yes. So this is not supposed to be here. So after creating this column, this column is going to be representing a foreign. It's going to store our foreign key. So now I'm going to add that consequent called a foreign key. So foreign key, I'm going to pass a column that I want to be a foreign key. So this is going to be employee ID. So it is going to be referencing the references of the employee table. It's going to be the reference of the employee table, connecting with the employee ID in the other table. So let me try to terminate this. Yeah, perfect. It has worked. Query is okay, and row 0 is affected. So if I try to describe this table called branch, let me try to describe this. Yeah, if I move down, we have our column. The key, it is the MUL representing what? The amount of keys. So this is the foreign key. Now, having created our tables, we have added the consequence. Those are the foreign keys and the primary keys that uniquely identifies the rows, and this uniquely identifies connects these. The foreign key connects the two tables such that the employee can be allocated to the certain branch, and so on. So now I'm going to alter using the alter command. So I'm going to alter the first table called employee. So alter table employee. So this table employee, I'm going to add a column. So the column I'm going to add is going to be the submit date, which is going to be of the date time type. Then it is going to be default, and I'm going to use a now function. So now function is going to be to generate for me the time at which the data is captured or inserted into that table by default. If I press enter, Yeah, the query is okay. So now if I try to describe this table again, if I try to describe this table again, this column has been added there. So I also want to alter this table. I also want to alter this table again. So now I'm going to add a column to the employee table called salary. Salary. So this salary is going to be of the double type, and the size I'm going to take 10,2. So this table has to be, all the salary has to have what? Some points, like the salary people get. Normally they have some points after the net, calculating that net pay. So then if I tap enter, the query is okay and everything is right. So now if I describe it again, we have our salary column added. Yeah. So now here we are going to enter some data or some information within our tables. So I'm going to add information within the employee table. So I'm going to add what? So I'm going to add the first name, add the first name, a comma, the last name, a comma, the email, a comma, and the salary. The salary. So the values I'm going to enter there, the values should be, the first name is going to be Senku, okay? Senku Buge. Then it's supposed to be Abe. The email is going to be abe at gmail.com. Then we have the salary. The salary is going to be it's going to be 1M, 100,000.00. So now if I close this and I terminate, yeah, we have the query is okay. Row 1 has been affected, so meaning we have added the information. So I'm now going to add I'm going to add multiple data. So the first one is going to be Mafene. That is the first name. So the last name is going to be Marvin. The email is going to be murphy@gmail.com. So the salary is going to be 220. That salary. So I'll put a comma like this, enter. The second person is going to be then Alice. Then the email is going to be this @gmail.com. Then the salary is going to be this 0.00. So if I close this and I terminate, so they are saying count doesn't match the value, count at this row. Yup. Where am I getting an error? I think I'm getting an error. Let me first select all from employee. When I select, I have only one row of data. So meaning I have an error in my values. So let me just copy this. Let me just copy this and I put it here. When I close, I terminate. So this has been affected. Let me just go back and I also copy this. Then I go back here, I paste it here, I terminate. Yeah, let me just copy this. I change the person. This is going to be this Jane, and it's going to be this. The salary will be the same. Let me just reduce the salary of this person to this. Yeah. So now if I select all from employee, I have this data with the time captured, the real time when the data was submitted. So these are the 4 employees we have. So I'm going to use the update command. But before using the update command, I'm going to alter this table again. Alter table employee, and I'm going to add a column. And this column is going to be age. Sorry, it's going to be the gender. It's going to be the gender. So this is going to be of a character, and it is going to take 1 as the size, meaning it should be 1 character. Then if I press enter, this will be affected. So now I'm going to update my table. So I'm going to update the table called employee, and I'm going to set the gender column to be 1 character as M. So if I press enter, we are seeing here, they are saying the query is okay and all the 4 rows have been affected. So meaning all these people, no matter they are some ladies with some alloys with the lady names, but they are all set to what? To the gender of male. So if we select again from employee, so we are seeing, yes, the gender is there, but all these are what? Male. So that is the effect of not using the where clause. So I'm going to update using a where clause. So update employee, and I'm going to set now female, that is the M. I'm going to apply the where clause where I'm going to use the employee ID, where the employee ID equal to 3, equals to 3. So if I press enter, row 1 is now what? Affected. So I'm going to change this to 4. Yeah, row 1 has been affected. So if I select again, the gender has been what? Has changed. So I'm going to use the AND and the OR operator. So the OR, I'm going to start with the AND operator that filters data when 2 conditions specified are made. If they are not met, meaning the query will show some errors or exceptions. So now I'm going to select all, like all the columns, all from employee table, from my table called employee. I'm going to put a condition such that I am able to use those operators. I'm going to put a where clause to help me put a condition. So where where the last name, I'm going to use the last name, where the last name is which person, I'm going to use Abe, where the last name is Abe, and the and operator now, and the gender is equal to male. So if I click OK, enter, I'm getting the Abe, because both of these conditions are true. So, but if I try to change this condition to be, the last condition to be F, we are going to see. So they are saying this set is what? The result set is empty. So that is the AND operator. To return the result, both conditions have to be met. So now I'm going to use the OR operator. So the OR operator, if I put it here, so I'm saying select all from employee table where the last name is Abe and the gender is F or female. I think they will give us, they are giving us, yeah. Now they are giving us, yeah, exactly. So now they are giving us, it is taking the first condition. Yes, the first condition is made, and that person is there in the table is called Abe with the last name. And the second condition is also made because we are having what? Females. Yeah, meaning for the OR to work, one of the conditions has to be made. So this condition Abe is there, it is made, and this condition gender female, they are two people that have that gender. It is also what? It is also made. So meeting both conditions are true, but on a different perspective. So for the OR operator, one condition has to be satisfied, or it has to be met. So now I'm going to use the limit clause. So I'm going to select all from employee limit to. So the limit clause help us to specify where do we want to stop when we are filtering our data, or when we are returning or retrieving our data from the database. So if I press enter, it is returning the first two. That is the limit. I'm limiting the first. I wanted the first two. Limit, like put a certain limit. Stop on 2. So meaning we are getting the first two. The first two columns. But I can also use the limit clause. Now I'm going to where we are going to use the order by, some order by command. So I'm going to select all from employee, order by the employee ID. I'm going to use the descending order. So I'm going to limit this. So if I press enter, we are getting the last columns. That it is starting at 4 and it is stopping. It is starting at 4, which is for the last. When we see here 4, it is the last. Then meaning it is starting from the descending order. The last one, then the third one, because those are the two rows that I'm filtering. So I'm going to use the limit clause with the offset. So it is going to be select all from employee limit to, then offset 3. So what does this command mean? Let me just run it. So we are turning a kilo. So it means, so I'm filtering the first two, like this one. I'm filtering the first two, like this one, the first two, meaning Abe and Mafene. But now I'm adding a certain command that skips the columns. For this one, it skips the what? The columns. So meaning I'm going to skip the third one. I'm forcing it to skip the third one, which is this person, the Alice, the third person, the ID third. So I'm getting the fourth one, meaning I'm filtering with the offset, meaning the offset, what it does, it skips the what? It skips the columns on the what? On the result set when we are returning the results. So that is what it does. So meaning I'm coming to the end. I'm going to use the truncate. For the truncate, I'm truncating a table called employee. For the truncate, what it does, this one works. Before the truncate, I'm going to use the delete. So the delete, for the delete command, now having inserted our data, we can make some changes now. So meaning I can delete a column from my table. So delete from the table called employee, and I'm going to specify. So if I don't specify, all the information will be deleted. So where the employee ID is, let me just use a 2. Yeah, so row 1 has been affected. So now if I select all from employee, let me try to be quick. So Marvin is not there. The ID 2 has been deleted. So but the truncate, what it does, it is the opposite. For the truncate, it removes all the information from that table. But for the delete, the difference, for the delete, that the ID 2 has been removed, and we shall continue moving to what? To 5. But for this truncate table, for the truncate, it erases all the information and we can start afresh. Truncate table employee. So if I tap with this, yeah, row 0, all 0 rows have been affected. Now if I try to select, the table is what? The table is empty. But the structure of this table has remained. It is there. You can add data now afresh. So I'm going to drop this table using the drop command. So drop, I'm dropping what? A table. Let me drop this table, employee. So yeah, the table has been dropped. So now if I try to check the number of tables, show the tables in this database, we expect to see one table, which is the branch. Yeah, we have the branch. Now our table has been dropped. So now if I drop this database, let me just drop the database. Drop database, then database name, which is company. So it has been dropped. So if I now try to show the databases within this MySQL or my WAMP server, show databases. So our company database, it is not there. So I'm done. Thank you for watching. I wish you the best.